Welcome viewers, we're now on to the under-16s game, South Australia under-16s versus Tasmanian under-16s. And the officials for today, for the under-16s game, we've got referee Graham Reynolds, and the touch is going to be again Adam Brancher and Michael Evans. And you've got to feel for them because they've just been through some horrendous conditions and they're going to be exposed out there for at least another 60 minutes. So local time here is just coming up to 6:30 at night. We can't see the Mountain Cananya there, but we can see the rain and there's a bit of wind. It's not awful conditions, but it's probably the players have all had more welcoming conditions than that. So we've still got the under-14s just saying well done to each other. So the under-16 South Australia team is on the park, and we're just waiting for the under-16 Tasmanian team to come out. Under-14s are cheering them on, and here come the under-16s now. So to my left we have Will, and we also from Tasmania, and we have Jamari from South Australia, and he's going to be helping Will do some technical talk here, giving us an idea of the local, who the players are and what they're doing. And I'm Scott Grant, and I'm just going to carry on just calling the game as I see it. So it looks like it's going to be a Tasmanian ball. We're about to start. Tasmania, one of the guys on the park still got his jacket on, but he's not going to be able to play with that. And we have kickoff. Oh, slippy ball. Great tackle by Finlay there. Okay, so first penalty of this game. South Australia have the ball. Looks like they're going to go for touch. So, and it's just gone out. Didn't gain much yardage, but they have the put in. So South Australia just inside their own half. They've got the put in. You can probably see this really well. It's right below the camera. Okay, did that look straight? No, it wasn't straight.
Straight from Kai there, you know. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. First line out of the game, slippery ball. Can't do much about it. Got to improve on that though. But first scrum of the game here should be interesting.
I believe that was actually a knock on in the line out. I think it was. Yeah, because they're scrumming it down here now. Ball in Ollie Branch's hands. Wouldn't be surprised to see a run from Big Victor here at the back. We'll see what they do.
Okay, scrum down, ball's in. Tasmania just holding it. South Australia's pushing. Oh, too late. The referee blew, and it's going to be. Okay, it's going to be scrum down again, and Tasmanian ball. All the supporters are quite vocal here. Not much happening. It's a slow start to this game. Let's hope it gathers pace. It's going to be very, very cold out there for everyone, and they'll be wanting to get some running done. Tasmania have held the scrum nicely. Well, he's got the ball out, but he's held by the number 9. I think he was offside.
Yeah, penalty
okay,
Tassie there. I think Grant was offside.
Ball in Matt Berry's hands here. Just moved down from Queensland, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and he's put the ball in touch.
Just
right there.
Put into touch just past the 22. Tassie line out.
This is quite promising for Tasmania. They've got possession.
Could be a run.
So that was knocked on by South Australia in the line out, and it's Tasmanian ball. So another line out to Tasmania. Still got possession.
Victor Firefo on the inside of the 10 here. Could be on.
I don't think that ball was straight, and it's gone to South Australia. So they've got it in their own 22. They're running hard, taken well, and
Dusty with the kick downfield.
And that's a great take by Jack Berry. And he's running back. Oh, nice run, Jack. Needs to present the ball back. Oh. Tasmania have gone over the ball nicely there and presenting it back. And they're running back into the forwards though, and that wasn't wise.
Back with a great tackle there.
Good rocking there. Oh.
And Hanu de Klerk's over that ball. And South Australia have got it back.
Yeah, South Australia
and
done really well on that far touch line. Oh, he's quick. He's quick, but Finlay Grant just took him. Oh, he's managed to get the ball away. South Australia still got the ball.
And forward pass by South Australia by the looks.
So it was a nice attack and some nice defence there.
Yeah. Yeah, Silas has got some legs on him. Tassie going to have to stop that and shut him down.
Yeah, he looked very, very quick over the first few metres there. Okay, so line out over on the far line there. It's just almost on the 22-metre line of Tasmania. It's not line out, it's a scrum. And it's a scrum down Tasmania ball. Really important for Tasmania to win this. Oh, and that was a great take there. That was a difficult ball to take. He took it low. And great tackling by South Australia. So Tasmania right back, very, very deep, almost on their goal line, and taking the ball and driving really well. I think that was Victor that took that ball there. Oh, and we've got the ball kicked out inside the 22, so it's going to be South Australia ball.
South Australia line out here. I'm assuming they'll be looking to spread it wide out to Silas again after that last run.
Sorry, just move slightly. I'm having mad. Thanks, guys. Just a wee bit. Sorry, Matt. Okay, was that straight? So it's going to be
Tassie.
Okay, I don't know if the viewers can see the conditions have just deteriorated again. We've got some strong wind and some rain, and ground's very slippy at the moment. Ball's obviously slippy, so it's going to be very difficult for all the players to keep a hold of it here. Tasmanian backs look like they want it. Okay, advantage Tasmania. And still advantage. No, it's a penalty to Tasmania. Did you see what that was for, Will?
I didn't. I believe it was, if I'm from an estimate here, not releasing in the tackle.
Okay.
The ball is in the fly half's hands. Looks like he's going to put it out for touch for the line out.
Has he got? Yep. He's got a touch on the halfway line, and it's going to be a Tasmanian put in. Okay, so still nothing each, no score yet. I think we're about 10 minutes into the match. Been very close so far. Very difficult to keep the ball straight in this line out.
Dougal Jackson does a great job with the throw then. Gets it back to Ollie Brancher, and the ball is put down by the 10. Looked backwards to me, offside by South Australia, so penalty Tasmania.
Okay. Tasmania a bit
40.
slow to react. They need to get up here quickly. Take advantage of this.
Yeah, South Australia just not having much discipline there.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to go for touch. He's going to put it. Did he get it straight out?
Oh, but Ethan's knocked it on.
So what they really, well,
It's
either way, it's going to be.
Tassie there.
Double knock on there. First one by South Australia, I believe. Oh no, I'm wrong. No, I'm right. Yeah, scrum down for Tassie, about 22 metres out. Great attacking opportunity here. Wouldn't be surprised if they run it through the centres, because it's going to be difficult to get it out wide in these conditions.
Boys back.
Okay, it's a good
Dominant
drive.
scrum by Tassie right there.
Got the ball out so far.
Got the advantage.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice
They
ball.
look to spread it out wide.
Straight out to the wing.
Can he hold on?
Oh no!
he slips over.
It's slippy ground. He's slipped over, but he's got back on his feet. He's trying to present the ball. He's kind of held up, and we've got the ball.
And he
and he's dropped it
knocked
forward.
down.
So
But I think they're going back to a penalty for Tasmania now.
okay, if Tasmania should be back there quickly, they're a bit slow. They could take a quick one here. Okay, I didn't see what that penalty was for. Did you guys? No.
It'd be interesting to see what they do here in these conditions. I reckon I'd go for the scrum. I certainly wouldn't put it out to touch. Just looks like they're going for the quick tap.
Yeah.
Big run
Okay.
on the forwards here.
Okay.
Here we see looks to be Dougal Jackson from what I can make out from here.
Oh dear, I think he lost it.
South Australia have rushed up on him and he's knocked it on. We'll have a South Australia scrum about 5 metres from their own line.
Okay, so the conditions are once again getting a bit worse. Strong wind and rain, maybe not clear on the screens at home, wherever you're watching from, but it's not pretty out there. The reason I keep saying that is because you'll see a lot of knocked on balls, a bit of sliding, ball's not going to hand, and if you could see the conditions from pitch side here, you'll see why it's not easy out there. These players have been training for a number of weeks now, and so
penalty to South Australia
they
there.
deserve better
I
conditions, to be honest, to show
it's
what they can
reeling.
do.
Not completely sure, but ball's in Lockie Wiley's hands right here, looking to get good distance on this kick.
I don't think he found
Not
touch
the
there.
best kick there.
So Tasmania have regained possession. Oh. Jack Berry's got the ball. He's going out to the wing.
Spread it to the wing.
He needs to shout, where's the support? Support's there. Oh, no, I think South Australia just put them into touch, yes. It's a line out to South Australia.
Looks to be a line out to South Australia here.
Promising attack there from Tassie. Great high running from Jack Berry.
Okay, I'm not sure if you can see that there. So the line out, South Australia took the ball well. They're almost on their own goal line. They're running it from their own goal line. And tackle there by Tasmania is actually on the goal line.
High tackle.
It's a high tackle. And it's penalty to South Australia on their goal line.
They've taken the quick tap.
Tasmania need to get back 10.
Gutsy move, being so close to their line. The danger man's
And
got it.
He's been well tackled there.
Ooh, big run there from.
Big run from Jake Tregalis there, the vice captain of the team. Now
South
goes to
Australia
Captain
hanging on to
Zed,
this really well.
breaks one tackle,
Great
makes
tackle,
some nice
brought him
meters.
down.
And they shoot it out to Dusty.
South Australia's got
puts in a
numbers out
kick.
here, and they've gone for the kick.
Dusty's over that, is he? But Tassie come up with a penalty for not rolling away.
Okay, so just over the halfway line, Tasmanian ball. And looks like it's going straight for touch with the penalty. And he didn't find touch, unfortunately, and it's gone in.
And he's running hard back.
South Australia
Breaks one tackle. Goes again. Nice low tackle in the end on the 22.
A great run from Daniel there. But Tassie with the counter ruck. And they've shut down Silas early there. South Australia calling for an exit play here. But Reggie's going to run the ball instead. And Dusty putting in a kick.
And it's gone down the middle. The ball's bouncing in the water there.
Oh,
I think he's managed to get the ball
backwards
out.
from the ref.
Need to get that ball. I think Ollie Branchell's going to get it. He's got the ball. Passed it out. I think Victor's going to have a run. Very difficult to stop Victor once he gets going. But they have stopped him. And it depends whether Tasmania can regain the ball. Yes, they've just held on to it.
A great run from the Tassie number 8 there.
I think the Finlay Grant just did a run there. He's been brought down probably 5 metres from the... Oh no, dear. I don't know what happened. He didn't release, but it looks like a penalty to South Australia.
South Australia come away with the penalty there.
Tassie seem to have a lot of possession at the moment. Seem to be playing most of the rugby in their half. South Australia have been very strong in defence though, but just keep giving Tassie chances.
Okay, so that was a penalty. They've kicked for touch, and it's still South Australia line out. And they're just outside their own 22. No, I don't think that was straight. So that looks like it's going to be a scrum down to Tasmania.
Let's see if Tassie can get the rewards off of this play. They've had lots of opportunities this half. It'd be nice to see them cross over for a try.
No, they have to reset the scrum. Something didn't go right there. Of course, while these conditions are so poor, this is really difficult for the backs. They're just standing there, and standing in bad conditions are just getting colder. They'll be really looking to get some action. And it looks like we've got an injury.
Looks like Jet Behrens is coming off. And Wyatt coming on, going into prop.
Okay, so still nothing each. No score yet. Okay, so Okay, so a rearrangement in the scrum there. Tasmania backs are set up nicely. They look as if they're a really good attacking position here. If they can win the ball here and somehow keep hold of it. Okay, play on. Oh dear. He tried to pop that pass and I think he just slipped. Tasmania somehow have got it, held on to it.
Nice
A great pass there. Shout for it.
South Australia straight over.
South Australia. Oh, and they've got a
Penalty
penalty
advantage.
back in the middle.
South Australia up there at the ruck. Tassie got away there. Ollie Branch with the ball in his hands.
so-
Looked like he's called for the scrum.
Okay, so what would you guys have done there in that position? He'd have gone for the scrum. Would you have kicked for touch?
Well, in these conditions, I reckon I'd possibly opt for the scrum as well.
Okay.
Or maybe the posts, try to get a 3 because the score has been 0-0 all game, and it's probably a safer option to try to get a few points ticking over than risking losing the ball again from the scrum.
Been pretty even scrums from what we've seen so far, really. No one really dominating.
Okay, put in Tasmania. Oh, they're getting driven back. South Australia's put a really good scrum on there. Tasmania's managed to get the ball out.
Well, they've got a move going.
And well, I think he was taken a bit high there. He's held on to the ball though. No penalty, says the ref. Play on. Oh, great
Big
tackle by
from
South
White.
Australia.
And they get the,
Penalty to South Australia. Did you see what that was for?
not releasing, I think. But they're taking the tap and Zed's going to run it up.
Oh, good take. And that great tackle there by Tasmania meant that South Australia was under pressure and threw the ball forward.
Lovely tackle there from Brodie Paxton, forced the error.
Count! 6! 1! 5! Okay! Set! Ready? Push, push, push!
Okay, Tasmania ball.
Stable scrum here from both sides. The ball goes into Cooper's hands, who puts a chip over the top, chip through the
Lovely
middle.
kick.
Berry chasing.
The kick is almost, and it's perfect actually because it didn't go over the goal line and it's been dragged back by South Australia. And can we take it? Oh dear, oh dear. Tasmania knocked it on. It was a very, very slippy, difficult ball. So good decision by South Australia to kick that there. And they've got the result they wanted. They've got a scrum down, South Australia put in.
South Australia on the back foot for most of the game so far. Hopefully they can string some attacking play off this scrum. Tassie with a good
South
scrum
Australia
there.
won it. Oh. Come on, Finlay, tackle on. Yes. Oh, Finlay Grant tackled him there. He didn't release.
Great tackle there from Finlay Grant. Could have been
Tasmania.
dangerous if Silas made it out there on the
Oh,
outside.
South Australia have regained the ball. And a great one there by the number 8. And he's going to go for the kick. It's a
Dusty
nice
putting
kick
a
in these
nice chip
conditions.
Kick over the top.
Tasmania just, all he could do was just dive on it, try and present it back.
Who's got the kick?
And a great tackle by Jake Gonzalez.
Zaffy, drop!
Once again, great defence.
Drop your winger, Zaffy.
Oh,
And Lockie Wiley pushing him back.
he got man and ball there and he did really well to hold on to it. Great tackle by South Australia. Defence is fantastic. Oh, managed to kick that. Oh, just out. Okay. South Australia ball. And that's going to be on the 10-metre line inside the Tasmanian half.
South Australia ball here on the 10-metre line. Lucky kick.
Safe, Jakey.
There.
Safe.
Looked as if the South Australian player sort of let it go past him. Tassie got out of jail there a little bit.
11 more.
It's a very positive line out. South Australia, big number 5, has got room to move.
And there goes.
And he's put down in the middle of the park. South Australia still have the ball. Tasmania having to chase for cover. And a great tackle by Finlay Grant. South Australia still have the ball.
Shut the space.
And
Nice wee chip ahead there. Smart in these conditions, and it looks like Tasmania's got possession, I think. Oh, driven backwards there. 3-man team there. Tasmania's managed to hold on to it. And they've done a nice kick. Get themselves out of trouble there. It's round about on the 10-metre line inside the Tasmanian half with a line out to South Australia. So still no score. I think we're about halfway through the first half, possibly beyond that.
30-minute half, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're actually beyond halfway now.
Okay.
Should be coming up on half-time very soonish.
All right. Nice play by
Nice
South
line out
Australia.
from
They've got
South
the ball.
Australia.
They're putting out the... Okay.
Their 10 goes through the gap. He's brought down by Manning, I believe.
Okay, nicely done.
South Australia not providing the support there, letting Tassie get over and jackal that ball.
Yeah, he was isolated there. So number 10 looks like he's going to go for touch. He didn't make it, but what happened?
He's moved off the mark there when he kicked it, so penalty South Australia. I believe this will be a short arm. No, he's giving them scrum. So scrum South Australia, about 40 metres out from Tassie's line.
So if you're watching at home, you can learn from that. If you've got the referee's made a mark to take a penalty from, you've got to take it from there. Tasmania, unfortunately, were way off the mark there and lost the penalty, turned it into a scrum to South Australia. Now attacking.
Ball goes out to Reggie.
Oh, and he held on to it.
Alfie.
And he threw it out of touch there.
Passes it to Daniel.
That was unfortunate for South Australia. I think he was too busy looking at how he was going to do the pass and didn't realise.
Play the game. Heads off.
Okay.
And line out to Tassie here. See what they can do with this. Maybe an exit play from them here.
Dan, look for the inside ball if you're running out of space.
Okay, good take.
Watch the kick.
Tasmania. Oh, and he dropped it. South Australia regained the ball once again. A lot of poor handling in these conditions.
Tassie have returned it over. They'll be looking to kick it here, you'd assume.
No one. Daniel!
They hit Jacob. Nice hard running from him. Manages to hold on to the ball with one South Australian guy trying to rip it.
Daniel, come back a bit. He's all good though.
They hit another runner here. Take it down on the 22. Penalty South Australia. No, not releasing.
And they're going for the points.
Yeah. I think this will be the first penalty of both games that they're actually going for 3 points.
Looks like Grant Murdoch is going to take the kick for points right here, which could possibly bring up half-time.
And what's his success rate as a kicker? Is he likely to get this one, do you think?
Grant is a good kicker. Unfortunately, missed one to win the grand final last week. No, but his success rate pretty high in South Australia, so
Okay.
hopefully he slots this one and puts some points on the board.
Okay, well, we don't want to put the marker on him, but the conditions have eased somewhat. Wind and rain's dropped. If ever he was going to have good conditions, it's now. It was a lovely strike, and that's right between the posts. That was a great kick. That's put South Australia 3 points ahead before half time.
Yeah, great kick from Grant right there.
Very close match.
That'll be a bit of a stab in the heart for Tassie after all their hard work down in their attacking 50, but that's how rugby goes, I suppose. South Australia have taken the opportunity and they've scored points off it.
Okay. Nice long kick by Ollie, and it's taken well by South Australia, and he's taken it on running back with a great tackle by Jacob, I think.
White making some great ground here.
Some great defence by Tasmania there, but South Australia still have the ball. They're running the ball out and keeping it to hand.
With a counter ruck from Tassie
by Tasmania, they're doing really well, but South Australia still have it. And a nice run there.
Zed, the captain, makes a great run.
Everyone seems to be great tackle by Finlay Grant. It looks like he was going to get away there. And
seems that South Australia's hopes up after those first 3 points come out firing after that last kick-off. 2 great runs.
South Australia going out wide, out to the blind side wing there. And South Australia still have possession. Right up onto the 22-metre line now. Oh, that was a strong run, but with a great tackle.
The South Australian boys placed it back.
South Australia still have possession.
Is that vice captain, I believe. The captain, Zed, with the ball roughly on the 22. Out to the 10, who puts the ball down. Sorry, he's not the 10. Coming back for a penalty, though. Wouldn't be surprised if they take the 3 again here. Oh, they've tapped and gone.
Tasmania are a bit slow to react there.
Tassie unaware here, South Australia. Nice, high tackle by the looks of things here. Yes, they've got the advantage. Off goes Silas, running a million miles per hour. They've finally brought him down now.
That boy is strong.
15 metres out.
A great run from the king, Damon Fidge right there.
Okay, South Australia is still running, but I think they're going to come back for the... Looks like they're going to come back for the penalty. Yeah, back for the penalty. That was a high tackle.
Yeah, the advantage from the high tackle there on the king right there.
Okay, so what is South Australia going to do here? They're going to take a tap.
If I was in South Australia's position here, I would have kicked it out, then gone for them all in these conditions, but they've tapped and gone. And they've made some good metres.
Oh, that was a lovely
halfback
move.
takes it himself.
Grant Murdoch goes over the first try of the game to put South Australia up 8-0 with a conversion kick to come.
So that was a very deceptive run there. So very small guy did a nice dodge. Looked like it was going to go out left, out the line, and he just ducked back into the right and managed to score a try. Great awareness and great movement by the scrum half. It looks like the scrum half's going to attempt to convert his own try.
Tough kick here in the rainy conditions. He's left-footed though, so it'll be his natural way to kick this side.
Go. Talk to Zed.
You got that?
That was a lovely strike, and he's put it through.
Lovely
Absolutely
kick from
fantastic
Grant
kick. Scored the try and converted it, and I think that's half time.
Brings up half time with South Australia leading 10-0.
Okay, still quite close, but the run of play that just went South Australia's way in the last 10 minutes. It was looking a bit more like Tasmania up till then. Tasmania need to regroup now, and at least the conditions have improved a bit. Looks like they're going to go inside. and have a team talk in the changing room. So I think we'll just call a halt. So we're just about to restart the second half, and South Australia seems a lot keener to get on with it. They're out in the park getting ready. Referee's blowing, and the Tasmanian under-16s are, I don't know what they're doing, having a bit of a warm-up in the changing room.
And a couple of changes for South Australia here. We've got the man, the
cameraman's
myth, the legend, Cooper Barlow coming on.
Don't feel too sorry for him.
Get warm. We've got unlimited subs, so we're going to put you back on.
Okay, South Australia is raring to go, and the under-16 Tasmanian team still not to be seen.
Get cold. All right, please stay warm.
Looks like the South African base Hanno de Klerk has also come off.
Don't get wet.
Here comes Tassie back onto the field, led by their captain, Ollie Brancher.
Just watch it doesn't get too wet. So, finally...
They kick off here to get the second half underway.
Okay, so we're about to restart. Tasmania is back out on the field. I don't know if they swap strips there or they're just a bit slow to react here. South Australia's dying to get going, and here we have the kick-off. And that's a nice kick, difficult to take, and it wasn't taken. And it's now taken by Tasmania. They've picked up the ball.
Edward Normstrong finally brings the ball down there for Tassie. Off goes Dougal Jackson, offloads it to nobody.
Okay.
Go, Jacob.
This big Jacob's got the ball and he's running really well.
Ollie Brancher dials back on the ball there. Heads back out to Dougal. He's stopped in his tracks and knocks and gives the ball to South Australia. In a nice attacking position here, South Australia. Throws the dummy switch, puts the chip.
Okay, so we're on the 22 metre line, and Tasmanian ball.
Tassie should be looking to exit here. They were punished for not exiting in the first half.
Oh, that's a penalty.
And looks like Stefan has gone over and jackled that ball.
So the referee indicated that the Tasmanian boy was holding on to it in the tackle, and it's now going to be a penalty almost in front of the post. And as we know, the South Australian number 9, what's his name?
Grant Murdoch.
Grant Murdoch. Now he's shown some great kicking form so far. This kick probably shouldn't present too much problem to him.
Yeah, Grant's played an excellent game so far.
Yeah, he's scored at least one try, and he's kicked really well. Oh, that's unfortunate. I put the marker on him. He just hooked that round there. Just missed that. So it's still 10-0 to South Australia. And it'll be Tasmania to
22 dropout.
22 dropout, as you just said. So still a lot of pressure on Tasmania here. What are they going to do? Just do a tap, kick, or they're going to go long? Ollie Branch has kicked it long, and South Australia took that really well there.
High tackle there, really high tackle. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a card
penalty. The referee might have a word with them. No.
That's Jacob's second high tackle. He's really got to watch that.
Need to cover the field.
Right
runs it up. Beats one, beats two, bounces one.
He's having a cracking game since he's come on. Wyatt has been running really hard.
Great dummy there by South Australia. Lovely play.
Nice low tackle there from Victor. Slings it off.
And a run from Cooper, the big man Barlow right there.
Give it wide to the...
Some strong running by South Australia there, but Tasmania's tackling has been pretty good.
Here he goes again. Bumps
Oh,
Victor.
missed him.
Makes another 10 metres.
So the South Australia up to the 22-metre line of Tasmania.
Quick feet from 21 here for South Australia. Gets the offload. And again, another offload. Great play there from South Australia.
Great pass out there.
Noggin on the wing right there. Noah Robertson.
Okay, so scrum down.
Scrum down to Tassie.
Okay, pace has just slowed down a bit. All the pressure's coming from South Australia at the moment. So it's a scrum on the 22-metre line of Tasmania.
Tassie should be looking to have an exit play here.
Yeah, there's no wind. The wind's suddenly died, so they've got a great opportunity to do a nice long kick if they can win the ball. No, they're choosing to run it, and that was a forward pass. They popped it way forward there, unfortunately, just giving the possession away.
The line looked lovely there from, I believe it was either Jack Berry or Brodie Paxton coming through off Victor's shoulder, but the ball just travelled slightly forward. We'll have a scrum down to South Australia in their attacking half, about 22 metres out. Be interesting to see what Dusty Loft can do here. He's controlled the game quite nicely so far for the South Australians.
Looks like Jackson Hughes gone into 9 and Grant Murdoch on the wing now.
Okay, it's a good push on from Tasmania there. I think they've won the ball there against the run of play. A nice wee kick by Ollie. Perhaps didn't go as far as they wanted it, but it's going to be put in to South Australia on the 10-metre line just inside the Tasmanian half.
And it looks like Jet Behrens is coming back on after the blood nose. And the King Damon Fidge is coming off, in fact. A bit disappointing. Gotta love Damo. Yeah. Nah, he's an absolute unit. Is this a line out to South Australia here? See what Kai can do.
Okay, Tasmania looked like they took that, but it wasn't straight, and so it was a knock on.
Double knock on there,
Double knock
Tassie
on.
scrum.
Okay, Tasmania, you need to get a back to get good set up here.
If I was in Tassie's shoes here, I'd still be kicking from this position.
Yeah.
Be nice to see a long kick down to this bottom right corner here. Looks like there's some space.
Tassie choosing to run the ball most of the day, not looking at the kicking option. Their number 8 Victor for Tasmania playing a great game as well. Some great runs from him.
Okay. Oh, Ollie just got taken there.
Branch has got to hold it, isn't there?
It's advantage to South Australia.
Yeah, I think it's a knock-on advantage. Yep, knock-on advantage, and we're going to play the scrum.
Yeah. The scrum half was just tackled and he just knocked it on in the tackle. So South Australia going to have possession again.
Interesting to see how South Australia respond in the scrum after Tassie's last effort with the tight head. Like to see it spread wide here. Out to Grant, who's played a cracking game so far. Let's see what he can do. I'd like to see what he can do as a winger.
Okay, so quite an even scrum there, but it's been wheeled and it's going to be South Australia put in again.
Yeah, Tassie dominating the scrums at the moment. South Australia might need to change something up soon. Tassie looking like a really dominant pack in the scrum. Is it usually this cold in Tassie?
Not all of this bad, mate.
Oh, I'm not here Wednesday.
Okay, so some of the spectators just telling us it's going to snow tonight. Bit of a shock for the South Australians. Anyway, looks like they've just won the scrum.
Scrum there. South Australia run a snake back inside to Noah
lovely
Robinson, who
copy.
makes the break.
Noah Robertson,
He
great
passes that to the
play by
fullback.
Noah Robertson. South Australia looking like they're going to get this. No. Tassie. Oh.
He's over.
Storming over for his first. He's played a great game so far, makes some excellent runs. And it looks like South Australia making a change here. Kai Rutland coming on. And Silas Holmes coming back on as well.
That was a great try by South Australia. That was a great bursting run, and that was set up by Noah Robertson. He had a lovely bit of a linking play there. Got the ball out nicely, and it's now 15-0. This great kicker, number 9.
Grant Murdoch.
Grant, I should remember.
Looks like Reggie Page and Stefan have come off.
So this is a difficult side for Grant because his natural swerving action is going to push the ball away from the post, but he can still kick this.
Very difficult kick here, especially for a left footer. Last strike, but he's pushed it
Just
right.
pulled it past the post. Bad luck. Still, that's 15-0 to South Australia. And we're probably halfway into the second half now, so Tasmania have to pull something out here. They need to get going. 15 points down, they need 3 scores.
Kick it!
Okay.
Bumbo, you know you're fucking
Okay,
on.
that was well taken by South Australia. Great catch.
Off goes the captain of the South Australian team, Zed. On comes
Like
Thomas
Tasmania was a
Featherstone.
man down there. I think
Sorry,
only
yes,
14 men
Thomas
on the
Featherstone
park.
to Tassie.
South Australia attacking again.
Exit!
Oh, unfortunate.
Daniel
That wasn't an
Healy
easy
there.
one. It was a hard pass. Playing
Playing
on,
on
playing
here.
on.
Brody Paxton off his, on his way. Mac slip there. Advantage to Tassie. Off goes Jacob. Oh, Victor,
Run
sorry.
straight, Victor. Tasmania need a line. Their back line isn't regrouping well there.
Tassie has a great opportunity, attacking opportunity out here on the left. Bit of space out to the right as well.
Oh dear.
It's gone backwards and then it's gone forwards.
No, he's knocked it on. So it's South Australia put in. Okay, right in the centre of the South Australian half. We've got a put into South Australia. Okay, Tasmania don't have a lot of time left to get 3 scores. They start converting any possession they get into some points. They've got some great runners and some great try scorers in this team for Tasmania, and they're just not getting the ball in a line to use it.
On comes Matt Berry for Tassie in the 10 jersey. He looks to be joining into the second row.
Yeah, certainly not the standoff position. Oh dear,
What's going on with
free
Tassie's scrum
kick
there?
to South Australia.
Short arm penalty to South Australia, and Jackson Hughes takes it up. Makes some nice meters.
Oh, that was a lovely kick by South Australia into a bit of space there. Tasmania trying to keep it in play, and he's dragged out.
And Zed's pulled him out, and it looks like it's going to be line out to South Australia.
Okay, so line out to South Australia. Very close to the Tasmanian 22-metre line. Another great attacking opportunity for South Australia.
I've warmed up.
South Australia just can't get their lifter up
wasn't
there.
straight, so it's going to be it's
Oh,
a
no.
free kick to South Australia.
Not completely short the short arms for. Looks like Zed's going to run it up though. Going backwards. Oh, out to Silas though.
No, South Australia really making the most of the possession they get. Looks
So
like
I've got
they knocked it on.
Penalty to Tassie over on the far
It's a scrum.
end of the core of the field.
We'll be able to daylight. We'll be able to see.
Scrum down from Tassie. You really hope to see him kick from here.
Yeah, recovery. You have to take an ice bath. Recovery.
Should be about 12-ish minutes left, I'd say, in this game. I think the second half commenced at about 10 past 7.
Okay, so that's another scrum to Tasmania, but as Will just said, there's only about 10, 12 minutes left to play. Tasmania need 3 scores, and they need to do this very, very quickly because South Australia is just looking strong at the moment. And South Australia just won the ball. And that's a beautiful
What
run
a
there.
pass out
Great
wide.
throw out to number
And
9.
Grant goes over.
A great
And
pass
there
from
goes Grant
Daniel.
Murdoch.
Yeah, great pass from Daniel Healy there, number 21. And Grant slides over for his second of the game. A great scrum from South Australia there.
Okay, so that's very disappointing for Tasmania, and great play by South Australia, but Tasmania actually have the backs who can do those kind of moves. They're just not getting the ball and not in the right position to do it. But full credit to South Australia for some great play. Grant Murdoch, after another try, he's decided to give the kick to someone else.
Yeah, he's going to give it to Daniel by the looks of it. Also a really good kicker, had a really good year at Elizabeth this year.
Okay, now he's got slightly easier kick here. Just a smur of rain. Not very heavy at all. Winds died completely.
That's Daniel's. That's Daniel's take.
Oh, he just hit the
Post there.
right-hand post. Bad luck.
It looked like he had the ball angled out very far to the right. He clearly trusts the way he hooks it back in, but just not enough there.
I
Tassie
think that's 20 points to nothing though, and 20 points to nothing. I got to wonder how can Tasmania come back from this. They need to keep their heads high. They need to try and get some points up on the board here.
Yeah, an unlucky miss from Daniel there.
Okay, nice high kick by Ollie. Great take. Oh,
And Lockie's breaking 2 tackles.
okay, Finlay Grant's put him down. Great tackle, Finlay. South Australia still got the ball, and they have another storming run here.
Yeah, Wyatt, great runner of the ball.
Oh, they've taken the ball well there. Bad conditions. The handling's been really good by South Australia.
Oh, a
And
great
they've got
pass.
another great tackle by Finlay. South Australia still got possession and getting the ball out the line. This is great play in difficult conditions.
Big run from Jet Behrens there.
South Australia are showing us how to do it here. Great handling. Whoa. Not sure how he managed to keep
They
hold
fling
of
it out
that.
to Silas.
And
Silas,
oh,
Silas
dear.
breaks all 3 tackles.
Oh,
You just saw his speed off the mark. They're absolutely astonishing. Caught the first defender absolutely by surprise.
quite honestly, South Australia are they're playing way better than the conditions should allow. That's fantastic handling. And some great runs there.
Yeah, Silas had an amazing year for Onkaparinga this year. Came away with a premiership as captain and proves himself right there again, scoring a wonderful try against Tasmania.
Yeah, well done. Tasmania's tackling could have been improved a bit there. However, if you're a Tasmanian supporter, we can watch the second game tomorrow, and they'll have to think about it overnight. But South Australia going really well here. And who's about to take the...
Daniel Healy's lining up for a tough kick, almost next to the sideline.
He's given it a good crack, and this time it's just to the left of the post.
Yeah,
Looked like it was far enough. Bad luck. Still, South Australia easily in the lead here. I'm not sure if it's going up to 25. I think it's up to 25-0, but I think the boys are just going to change the score.
Yeah, South Australia playing some great rugby here.
The game is almost certainly out of reach for Tassie now. It'd be nice to see them cross for some points though.
Cooper Barlow takes the ball off kickoff and goes for a brilliant run there.
Okay, South Australia still got possession. Oh, great tackle there by Tasmania, but...
Big shot from Victor.
Yeah. Oh, it's a wise, long, deep kick.
Daniel puts a great kick
Down
in the
to the
corner.
22 of Tasmania, and it's a perfectly positioned kick. I'm not sure who was back there. Was that Jack Berry back there to collect the ball? He's done well getting it, but... Oh, we've got a penalty to Tasmania. I'm not sure what South Australia did there.
Tassie now in a vulnerable position due to that great kick there from Daniel. That's what we'd like to see a bit more from Tassie in these wet conditions.
Okay, so Ollie's gone for touch. He's put it out, and it's going to be Tasmanian put in the line out.
Nice snap there from Ollie Branchler. Make around 25-30 metres there into touch. I'd like to see Tassie kick it again.
Okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying about using the kick there, Will. However, the Tasmanian backs are quite strong and they're not getting the ball, and they really need to get some tries here.
That's true. We have very strong runners in the Tasmanian backs here, such as Jack Berry and Monty Edwards. It'd be great to see one of them let loose, but it just seems that they can't get their hands on the ball.
Looks like Hanno de Klerk, the South African base, has held him up here.
South Australia come away with it.
Jake Dragalis, another great run there.
South Australia very quick to regroup. Oh, that's a great tackle. Another great tackle, but South Australia is still going forward.
Oh, that's cheeky
very
kick.
smart wee kick. Oh.
That would have been try of the day.
Unlucky.
That would have been try of the day if that was pulled Daniel out to Ethan, I believe. Would have been great to see Tassie getting very bunched around the ruck. Daniel looked to expose them there, but Tassie get out of jail free card.
South Australia playing some very pressing rugby here. Tassie on the 5 metre mark now. Probably looking to exit play here.
Okay, so time's running out. It's Tasmanian ball.
I'd say there's no more than 5.
Probably start thinking about running it, even if they're only in their own 22. To get no points at all in the game, so they really need to give an all-out effort now.
South Australia being lifted in the scrum. Give it back, and he's
Philly
kicked.
Grant's gone for a nice kick, so he's got it way past the 22-metre line. However, it is a South Australia ball, and every minute Australia have possession now, he is just ticking down, and it's still 25 points to. Okay, South Australia took that well, put the ball out. Again, great tackle with Finlay Grant in the middle of the park, and made South Australia knock it on, so it's advantage Tasmania. They've got the ball, playing advantage, and I think they'll need it because South Australia's stopped them now, but ball's going to go back.
Oh, great tackle by White there, driving him backwards, but we're going to go back to the knock-on.
Yeah. Scrum here on the 22. Great to see them run it out here, as said before. See them have a crack, getting a few points on the board before the end of the game.
It's been a great training, not training, but South Australia have been training pretty hard for the past 4 or so months. Great coaching staff we have here. Unfortunately, one of our assistant coaches, Neil, can't be here today, didn't make the trip to Tassie, but he's been a really vital part of South Australia's team here. So thought we'd just give him a quick mention.
Yeah, that's good you've mentioned him. He's probably sitting at home watching this, and I'm sure he'll be enjoyed to get his name mentioned. I should mention the Tasmanian coaches, Stewie and Marshy. They've also been working really, really hard, and unfortunately Tasmania's not getting the result. I think the game's been closer than the points suggest.
Looks like
but
Zed's
South
got the
Australia's
ball.
just won the ball. And
Jackson about to shoot.
very close to the line. South Australia's running out
Goes
wide.
himself.
Great tackle. Looks like South Australia really wants another try here. No, so it was a knock-on by South Australia. I think it's a scrum down to Tasmania.
Can't be long from finishing the game here. Currently 7:37 in Tasmania time.
So it's a scrum in the far corner, only about 10 metres from the Tasmanian goal line. And there's no point in Tasmania just clearing this ball. They really need to have a go and try and run from their own 22 here. There's only a few minutes left.
Yeah, that's a scrum.
Not sure what's going on here. Looks like they packed the scrum though. Penalty. It looks like South Australia were driven up there in that scrum. Let's see some quick play here from Tassie. Looks as if they're going for the sideline.
Yeah, so he's taken the penalty. It's gone to touch. And it's just outside the Tasmanian 22, so it's going to be Tasmanian put in. Really not much time left. Tasmanian line out.
Oh, South Australia with the line out still, but they've knocked it on. Ollie Branch comes over with the ball. Tassie go. That's a
Oh dear.
knock on again from Tassie. They'll come back for the original knock on. Scrum down to Tassie, roughly on their 22.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It's hard to hold on to the ball in these conditions. However, time just moves on and it's going South Australia's way. Oh, it's a free kick to South Australia.
South Australia coming up with a short arm.
Tasmania didn't get back 10, so the advantage is going to be with South Australia here as they've gone into touch.
The ball's gone out.
Disappointing all the plays on the far side of the field here, so I'm not sure whether you can see well over there. Oh, it's a penalty. It's been turned into penalty. South Australia took it quickly. Tasmania went back 10. South Australia's got a line going here. Looks like they're going to win the ball, get it out the back line. Yep.
And South
It's a
Australia
knock on by
knocked
South
the ball.
Australia, so it's going to be a scrum down. Tasmanian ball, and it's not.
Full time. And the score is Tasmania 0, South Australia 25.
Okay. What do you think of the game?
Tassie really had South Australia shook in the first 10 minutes, just couldn't convert their opportunities. But South Australia woke up and, capitalised on on Tasmania not converting their opportunities in their 22.
Yeah, great. Will, would you have any last words?
Yeah. Obviously, great game from South Australia. Control really well by their inside backs. And they just, after the first 10-15 minutes, just seemed to dominate every aspect of the game, really. Tassie had a few opportunities, but just kept seeming to let them go. I mentioned it a few times during the game. I would have liked to have seen a lot more kick from Tassie, especially in these conditions. But it's a learning curve for them, and hopefully they perform better tomorrow.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so we'll wrap it up there. So that's the end of the game. The final score was, I believe it was 25-0. And so that's the end of the under-16s game. But I'll just remind the viewers back wherever you're watching from, tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning in Scottish time, the game of the under-14s will be played, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Hobart. And that'll be followed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon by the under-16s again, when both Tasmanian teams get a chance to get their own back. So all players will be probably quite tired, cold, muddy, but I'm sure they'll be wanting back out there and have another go tomorrow. thanks to everyone for watching. And I want to say a special mention to Nick Robertson from Tasmanian Rugby. He's done an amazing job in making this happen. It's been very difficult with COVID and the interstate competition being cancelled, but thank you so much to Nick and all the hard work he's been putting in as a coach and as an organiser. Thank you also to Jane Wilkinson for doing all the admin, and to Ebony, our president here. Tremendous job by everyone. Thank you.